river in the land of the free, where we pledge our hearts to the old oak tree. I feel the pride, but I'm trying to understand what's right, what's wrong in this divided land. I watch the news, but it don't make sense. Red, blue, and who's behind the fence? I yearn to learn where the truth stands tall in the echoes of history's long, proud hall. I'm standing tall in the land of the brave, searching for answers in the home of the safe. Proud to be American, but I need to know where our roots were planted and where they grow. From pioneer days to the war fields red, brave hearts bled for the paths we tread. Reading the stories that shape this earth, from revolution fire to the struggle's birth. Voices of freedom call out in the night, guiding me closer to that beacon light. What do the parties stand for today? In the land of the free, I'm finding my way. Mountains high and valleys low, dusty trails where our forebears go. Every step in their weathered boots leads me on through our nation's roots. Tall in the land of the brave, searching for answers in the home of the safe. Proud to be American, but I need to know where our roots were planted and where they grow. From pioneers were planted and where they grow. From pioneer days to war fields red, brave hearts bled for the paths we tread. Reading the stories that shaped this earth, from revolution fire to the struggle's birth.
Hi there, how are you, and can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How about the level I've got?
Okay, am I clear? Because again, up until 8 minutes ago, I was still wearing my jammies and I had to take a shower, get dressed, all while trying to figure out how to do this, okay? Thank you, Digger. I greatly appreciate that. Because Digger, honey, I may need you to keep an eye, because if I lose, I've got a battery pack plugged into the laptop right now. I've got my mouse and my mic plugged into the laptop also. But if the laptop runs dead on battery, Digger, I may need you to just come and hit the end stream. I'm just saying, this is, I have apparently used, here's the thing, folks, I live in California, and I have apparently used my electrical allotment for the month because they turned off my power. I'm quite sure it's not just mine, but I'd like to believe that the Yahtzees that run the state of California would indeed do that if they had the power to be able to go, oh no, you bitch, I don't want you to have power. Boom, turn you off. You are only allotted 524 kilowatt hours per month, and you have used 530. Bump, we turn you off for the rest of the month. I foresee that is the world that we are coming into in these United States of America. Oh, and I know, I'm on a rant. Just hang in there with me. It's not one of my insane rants, though it's an insane rant. It's not. Okay. Um, I do. Where was I going with this? Why do I always try and explain myself so that I forget what the fuck I'm thinking about? What was I thinking about? What was I gonna say? But it's only the fourth. Yeah, I know. They don't run it the first to the 30th. They run mine. I think it's around the 24th. No, around the can't remember. I have two of them. And yes, I could have just gotten up and gone to the office, but who wants to be in the office with the dog that's going to be saying, oh, I'm excited and I want to go outside, but I don't want to go pee. What was I going to say? What was
Your power is off. I'm sitting here with my mouth open, not knowing. Is that a plan that you signed up for, or is it something that's for everybody?
Sarcasm, honey, catch up.
Okay, I'm just sitting here because, okay.
I foresee it being what California is going to do to us is putting us on an allotment. If we keep voting the way that California votes, those in power will indeed put us on allotment for absolutely everything. They don't want you growing your own tomato plants as it is. Okay?
Oh, yeah.
They want to tax us on us growing our own tomato plants. Okay? So I am saying the way that California is going, I foresee us being, all of us, being put on an allotment thing. And if any politician from California ever gets into office, our country is going to be so beyond screwed. And if you don't believe me, look at the mass exodus from California. If they were such great leaders, okay, such great employees of we the constituents, there would not be a mass exodus. Again, now Elon and Chevron, a whole bunch of companies, huge, important companies, are pulling out of California because everybody is seeing, I'm not smart enough to say, but I'm just going to fake like I'm smart enough. The socialist state that they want us in, the they're screwing us. Okay, it's the bottom line. They're just screwing us, and the voters are allowing for it. I just, if this is, I didn't mean to jump on that and then forget what I was ranting about, and then still go on and rant. But yeah, no, it. We've got. I don't know. In the Olympics, the big thing is about the male boxer knocking the shit out of the female boxer. Okay. I I don't understand, because I know there's a word for it, hermaphrodite or something. I don't.
Aphrodite.
That they can be born both sexes and they choose a sex. Their parents normally do it for them. Aren't those great parents? Choose a sex for them to be raised. Though later that sex that was chosen may not become the dominant sex. And that may be what the situation here is. Either way it goes about it, okay, that was not an appropriate, fair physical match. Apparently, also, there is like 30-pound difference. You don't do that. That's taking a lightweight into a medium weight, or a medium weight into a heavyweight class. You don't do that. Then there's the reach and all this other good stuff. I don't know how the Olympic Committee does it, but I can tell you, in my humble opinion, this is my stream, folks. Frig you if you don't like it, okay? Big folk panty on, and either watch it or just shut up and move along. But the opening ceremonies, I am ashamed of France. I am ashamed that they signed up and off on that. Okay. I am simply frigging ashamed that they think over 99% of the world's population would find this acceptable just for the opening ceremony. Then we come on to the Olympic board agreeing to allow a class of individuals who want equality only as long as it means their voices are louder than the rest of the population. I want you to know, you don't know if I have a penis or don't have a penis. I can punch you and make you understand right off the bat which one I've got. Okay? I could do that. I could confuse the fuck right out of everybody. That took me less than 12 minutes, and that was with a 4-minute opening. Here is my point. Grow the fudge sickles up, people. Put your little peanut in your britches, okay? Act like you can have intelligence and grown up opinions and decisions. Act like your private life is your private life, okay? I don't care if two guys walking down the street are holding hands, okay? I don't care if two guys go up to a reverend and get married and get the right to live miserable married lives and get a divorce and lose everything to the attorneys. That's their business. Let them do it. I got my big girl panties on. I just put them on. Don't get me wrong. Okay? They haven't even been on for 20 minutes. But I've got them on, damn it. It's time that we start living big girl and stop lying and shoving shit down other people's throats. You know what? I don't shove anything down Ditto's throat, except for maybe if he needed to take a pill. But let me share something with you. Because I don't shove shit down his throat, if I drop a pill on the floor and say, pick it up, speaking of which, if I drop a pill on the floor and say, pick that up, pick it up, he will immediately pick it up and swallow it. And then when I go, no, he'll look at me like, what did I do wrong? But you know what? He still picked it up and swallowed it. Do you know the easiest way to make yourself acceptable is to not make a huge ass out of yourself? Well, we live in a world. I thought it was just our country. Okay. I really thought it was just our country. I didn't see squid, but hey, squid. I thought it was just our country that was all screwed up. And then the Olympics opened up and all kinds of hell broke loose. And I'm seeing that, unfortunately, this one government world, as long as it is to the extreme, okay, it's got to be completely over here or it's got to be completely over there, okay? Well, the completely over here's, oh, yeah, right, left. Look at me. I even use the right hand. This is my left hand, everybody, just in case you don't know, the left hand has the tattoo, okay? This is my right hand. So there are these wackos, and then there are these wackos. These wackos piss me off because they're haters, okay, for specific races because they think they're superior. Fuck you, okay? Because in their world, I wouldn't exist. These folks over here want me to have a designer body. There you go. We're just going to call it a designer body because they're unhappy with themselves. They want to convince me I must be unhappy with myself. And in the process of it, the younger they get folks to believe in it, the better off they are. I am not saying that there is no, I'm not, but records show that they are so unhappy with who they are. And unfortunately, there are not enough people kind of in this area right here who are caring and supporting them on their dailies, that they who are so extremely unhappy have a very high life ending percentage. And it's sad. These folks over here, they end other people's lives. I'm not, but there are a shitload of them, over here lately who go, oh, you know what? These people get attention. Yeah, they get locked up, okay, or ended. And now then there's a whole lot of people over here that are going, I'm going to start being an asshole like these guys over here, okay? What happened to the majority that are in here, okay? I feel like I'm in this majority. I'm not super smart, folks. I'm not. In fact, I claim to be medium stupid. And then I think I'm hitting too high. But it's okay. I'll just stick with the medium stupid. Okay, let me stick with the medium stupid. So, the medium stupid person is watching and observing and lurking like Squid is lurking, but she's like, I've got work and I'm just listening and cleaning. Go for it, girlfriend. I have been lurking, like just putting a good sound in my ear and walking along and cleaning the house and doing the dog and walking the dog and going grocery shopping, whatever it is that I'm doing, even though the grocery shopping only consisted of the stuff to make ice cream. So don't you be sorry for just lurking. Okay, you just go right ahead. So anyway, the whole thing is, and poor Cynthia's like, I ain't fucking saying a thing. The whole thing is I'm kind of fed up with where our country is. Okay, a couple of things because I'm still going to go with this. Okay, it's not really a political show, but I have my own opinions that people are going to say, well, that's a politically based opinion. Okay, great, fine. Let it be a friggin' politically based opinion. You know what? I've talked about these folks. I've talked about these folks, and I keep saying that I'm in here. See this? I'm in here. This is where I vote. You know why? This is where I vote because I'm friggin' American. What does that mean? I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist. Oh, honey, they've been unsubscribing people, and I don't care because with all the drama, losing subscribers, it don't hurt my feelings any. I don't have to be a big channel. I'm just saying, in case you guys are wondering, Squid popped in and she said that she's lurking, and but that she's finishing a workout and getting cleaned up and stuff. And then she says, well, she's not medium stupid, but she's partially dumb. However, she does have common sense, which is what is not so common anymore. There's a problem with that. Do you get this? Sorry, Squid. You don't have common sense. You have uncommon sense, or you have sense. Oh, wait, yeah. Let's just stop with the uncommon and the common, and let's just call it you have sense. Okay, because I'm telling you, common is not so common. Have you met some of these people? They are giving up their U.S. constitutional rights. They want to hand them back to the government because they think that the government is a great slave owner. I am just saying. And apparently, if I can remember to pull up, because I had everything already, if I can remember to pull up the site that the creator that made me think let's do today, then we may cover this. Anyway, see, I'm getting sidetracked here. I didn't realize I wasn't subscribed. She fixed herself, and She said, "You're right, and you don't have to fix your spelling around here because, well, they get it." So anyhow, in my humble opinion, this is where Dom gets it so right. Okay. The general public does not want to be responsible for their decisions. Therefore, they do not want to make any decisions. And in the process of not wanting to make any decisions, they want to give it all over to their employees, which are the US of America government. Okay. This is the generation. There's a couple of generations that are seriously giving up their responsibilities. Why? Because they were not sent outside to go play with their friends, to keep each other alive, to keep each other in check, to be responsible enough to make sure they were home in time because we had to coddle our children. So it's my generation that began the downfall. My generation started a whole bunch of coddling of children. My daughter was in school and she absolutely friggin' hated it. She saw children who were coddled. She was not a coddled child. And she actually did a paper on the appreciation she had for me as a single parent, refusing to coddle her. I was not going to act like a single mom. I was going to act like a single parent. Did she need a mom or did she need a dad? Oh, yeah, she had a dad, but he lived in his own house. Okay. He was also afraid to take her for ice cream without picking up the phone to call me because I know a lot of holes out in the desert that I could cover up. And he understood that. He didn't find one of the holes, but he is no longer with us. I'm just saying. Okay. So the problem is that the generation of my daughter and my last daughter, my firstborn's daughter, and the generation that's 10 years under it, because there's a 30-year generation thing there, that they don't want to be responsible for their own action. So they are saying, please take my rights, take my rights, take my rights. Oh, and I do not want to be able to keep you out of my shit. So while Shinny is sitting here without any electricity, okay, I want you to think about it. I started this. Don't be in Discord right now. I started this with, oh yeah, my power company decided that I used my allotment. And though Cynthia, I was so well sarcastic.
Yeah, I bought into it hook, line, and sinker.
She bought into it, okay?
Ding, ding, ding.
Imagine it. Imagine it now.
Yeah.
Imagine it. If you had an allotment, you only got 325 kilowatt hours per adult and 125 kilowatt per hour per child, or kilowatt hour, not per hour. You got 530 kilowatt hour per month and for an adult, and you only got, well, we'll say 200 kilowatt hours per child per month. Okay, I have a question for you. What's going to happen to the food that you've been allotted that's in your refrigerator when you have to go 8 days without electricity because the sun went down early? You had an emergency, something. You could not calculate exactly how many kilowatt hours that you were doing. So what I am saying, and I accidentally fell onto this stream topic in more than one way, is what are we doing? What are we doing when we go vote? We're voting racially. We're voting red or we're voting blue. We are voting racially. We are not voting American. Okay? We stopped voting American. Does that make sense? We are over here voting racially, and we're over here voting racially. And everybody in the middle is voting racially. Here's my thing. Stop encouraging people to vote racially. I want people first to understand, which is what we're going to, hopefully, if I can find the website here again in a minute, because again, it's on the big computer. Okay, it's not on the laptop. Yes, I am on the laptop. The keyboard is right here. This is my other keyboard, and I can't. But see, I have this camera and this one and this one. It might pop up on if those who with the power turn me back on and say that I have a right. But this is gonna put me right into a whole nother thing. Okay, yeah, there's been a lot going on in the last hour. Okay, so here's the other thing. Digger, you know that, and Cynthia and Dawn, okay, that I did a class on how I do the thumbnail and the intro and in like kind the outro, but you didn't do an outro. I showed you how I did that. I showed you the platforms that I utilize, right? So I go in, I get an idea in my head, and oh God, that's always a problem. Okay. So I get an idea in my head. In my head today, I thought, you know what, we need to do a social studies 101. And I found a stream that I was like, you know what, it's 7 years old. I'm going to use it. Okay. So then I decided to go into Bing, okay, to do up my AI images. Okay. And fuck, I can't type them up. God damn it, I can't bring them up. Hello, I'm sorry. There's my mouth. And again, I'm trying, but again, 27 minutes where there was a 4-minute intro, so 23 minutes. I think I've dropped it about 8 times. Okay, I was going to show you. So I put into Bing AI cartoon of the White House with a donkey wearing blue and an elephant wearing red. We won't let you have that picture.
Oh, is that what held you up?
We won't let you have that picture. Wait, what do you mean you won't let me have that picture? Okay, so I changed it and said sash, like, just either like a, or a, a sash. We won't let you have that picture. Well, what the fuck? You're not telling me anything, you jackass, right? So I'm getting mad at the AI because, Robin, you need to go talk to your cousins because their human is worse than yours. Okay? So, Robin, you know me. Okay? I have a good heart. I give everybody a chance until they fuck me in the ass. In a bad way. If you fuck me in the ass and I'm wanting it, I'm not going to be mad at you. So anyway, yeah, there I go. I'm doing it again. So anyway, here's the thing. I can't figure out what the frig the problem is. So you know what I do? I take out the last part of the sentence because I have to break down the sentence. Is it maybe the White House? They don't want a cartoon image of the White House? I don't know. Oh, I had said where the clouds are the flags, the U.S., the USA flag. Because I thought, how cool would that be instead of white clouds having red, white, and blue clouds, right? So I said that. So I backed that out and tried it, and it didn't work. So I went and I backed out the red elephant, and whoa, I got a donkey with a blue sash. Okay. Great. Now I have a donkey with a blue sash. So I removed the jackass, and I put the elephant and the red sash back in, and they won't give it to me. It's hate speech.
I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall watching this.
Well, after about the 5th attempt, when I finally started getting some pictures, guess what happened?
The power went out.
Of course it did. And I went, oh, I have pissed off the powers that be. Okay, Diddle's like, I'm out of here because she does not sound happy. Does it make sense? That's just how it went. Then I'm hearing, because I had my TV on, okay? So I'm listening to, I like other people to have drama, and I don't like to be in drama, okay? So I'm listening to drama on the TV in there, and it gives me peace, because you know what? It's them, it's not me. We're cool, right? People don't understand it because they like to put me in drama. I don't like to be in drama. So I just like to listen to it when other people are going through it. So, especially when I can laugh at them because they're morons and they're, a bunch of little no pee little idiots. Okay? I can be no pee too. Anyway, so the whole thing is I hear that still in the room, or in the living room after everything went off, and I went, oh shit, that's right. I have, ooh, I'm running out of power. I'm running out of power fast. I have a laptop. And this right here is supposed to be charging the laptop, and yet it doesn't seem to be. So I'll have to go grab a red one here in a minute. But in the process of it, I'm like, well, what? Okay, fine. So I run and grab everything and bring it into here, and then I start trying to set it up. Okay? Well, isn't that all kinds of jolly, joy, fun? I think it is, especially when you have everything on the tower that has no power. Well, do I want to go outside and set up the generator during the day when it's hot? This is not a good time of the day to run the generator, by the way. And it would be right outside of the bedroom so that I could run the extension cord in here to power up this room. Okay, I would do that, except for guess what? The generator would be right outside the bedroom window, which is going to be loud as crap. Right? So I am absolutely at this point starting to convince myself these morons pulled the plug because of what I put into the search engine. Okay. So then I after I got several pictures by manipulation, okay, I did the music. I was not listening because guess what? As soon as the music popped up, it was just a matter of, oh my God, I only have minutes to even try to get this little silly sucker up. Oh, and wait a minute, I had downloaded everything to that, and I can't even do the thumbnail. Now I have to do it over here on the laptop, get the thumbnail, which is running very slow, but wait for it. I live up in the middle of no fucking place without any, because I lost the power. Guess what else I don't have? Internet. The internet takes power, folks. When you lose your modem, you have no internet. So I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to figure out, well, what the freak am I going to do now? I decided to hotspot my phone. I decided to hotspot my phone so that the laptop could connect to it. Well, that's taken forever, right? And then when I finally get that, then it stops. Okay, so I'm like going in and out with having Wi-Fi and not having Wi-Fi. And oh, it was just so frigging enjoyable. And again, I'm just saying it's all because the power that be is like, oh no, we do not want somebody who is seemingly speaking against us to have a platform to speak against us. I am well aware that is crazy, insane thinking. But I'm cool right now with having crazy, insane thinking. Let me do it. It's fun over here sometimes. Okay? So anyway, I'm over here thinking a little bit nutty. In the process of it, I finally get, I think, pretty much everything together. No, I don't have the outro uploaded. Okay. But did I download it? Yeah. Do I know where it is? No. Why? Because guess what? I'm over here being chased after by monkeys that don't want me having an opinion. The universe. Okay. This man up here is saying, Shinny, keep your mouth shut. I don't want you doing this. I know you're going to do it. I don't want you doing it. Don't. He's up there saying, in my name, you're doing it, aren't you? I have given you every obstacle, and yet you have a choice. And you being one of my children, I want you to have choice. Even though I put obstacle after obstacle after obstacle because I didn't want you to do this, you stepped up there and said, but I want to, and it's my choice. So he stepped aside, at least for a little bit, until I totally run out of battery over here. Don't even ask me why I can't seem to be charging my battery while we're here. Okay, I don't know. I have 45% left. I will have to probably go another red one, but I have to figure out how the hell to do this. Okay, so the whole thing is, hi, we're live, and we don't know what we're doing. I'm going to look for another plug-in. Hold on just a minute. Do you know what happens when you're blind in the dark? Everything is pitch friggin' black dark, right? I'm just saying, everything, computer, IT, is pitch the frig black. Well, I wonder if I could do that. That looks like an electrical plug. That's a regular electrical plug, you moron. That's not the kind of plug that you can use. Oh, look, but wait, oh, there it is. Ha ha. Okay, okay. See, what you guys are seeing is a Shinny meltdown. Welcome to my world. How are you doing? This is just how I think at high speed. Okay? So just go for the bus ride and just go, oh my God, this is why she's single. I'm not going to lie. This is not why I'm single, but it sure is the reason that I'm not going to subject the opposite sex to this shit. I'm just going to say, okay? Because, look, have you met me? I'm not right in the head. People get tired of me really quick because I am a lot. Told you. Bear with me. Multiple tasks, and of course, gotta throw an obstacle at me. I have to figure out, wait a minute, it looks like it's the right plug. It's the right friggin' plug. Okay. Don't go anywhere. Did I not say that this is a day? Have I not implied that this is a day? Is there not enough going on? Why are you not showing that you're charging? Okay, let's try that. It's not showing that it's charging, and now I even got it plugged in over there so that it should charge. I don't know. I'm trying.
Is the light
Anybody
on the
else?
side of your laptop power light, does it show that it's on or getting anything? Mine's color coded, that's why I'm asking.
I'm looking at the battery thing over here, and it's not saying charging. So, you know, I'm like, and then this battery just, this get in there.
Your power battery that you're using, does it have multiple outlets, USB and C to C on it?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it depends on which one you plug into will give you power, the other one won't.
Yeah, see, and when I charge my phone, it always works either way. So, but I'm looking just to see. Yeah, they're just USB 1 and 2, but I have another red one just in case this one is not happy. And who knows, this one may not be happy. So anyway, Miss Cynthia, how are you today?
I'm doing a lot better.
Good.
I came across a piece of subject matter that kind of blew me away on the internet today.
Well, if it's safe, go for it. It's not like I matter. I care.
Well, evidently, in Washington, this is put out by Forbes, Shelley Capito, regarding the Inflation Act that was instituted 2 years ago, that is administered by the EPA. There's like $3 billion sitting in the fund. Well, Harris gets on there a while back and is announcing who's going to be getting those funds. And they're finding that they've either been the people that are getting the funds directly are anti American establishments. They're trying to get rid of our just our
Of course they
armed
are. They
forces, the
want
police.
they
Yeah.
want a one world system when the world hates each other and especially hates us. Why would you?
Well, they just discovered this. It was
She is
announced that
Kamala.
she was the
Kamala,
forefront of this.
Kamala Harris is a California politician who does nothing. She is a DEI. If you want to tell me I'm wrong, what I want from you is a nice email that will make me want to engage with it to explain to me what it is that the DEI Kamala Harris, okay, did to earn her current spot when she has lied to Americans and said that our acting president right now is senile and nobody has taken the move to remove him, where she publicly admitted that he has shown his senility. Why is he still in office? She should be our current acting president already. Oh, wait a minute. Can we say marionette? Do you
That's
see?
what she is.
Can we say that's all any of them are? But right now we have a little bit of hope as one of the marionettes that want to play in the game has a broken string. That's the only hope that we have, in my humble opinion. I am only medium stupid, not completely there. Okay? So it's just a thing as this is where we are. But yeah, no. I'm a fucking slave. Okay? Understand that I work 40 to 80 hours a week. I am a slave. I live on the plantation called the United States of America. We are the only plantation that other countries send their people to, especially their unwanted to live on our plantation. We're the only plantation that makes other places think we are really a great plantation to live on. However, there is no freedom here. You go to many other countries, they can afford to take a 6-week vacation. I haven't taken longer than a 24-hour Las Vegas vacation in 8, it might be the anniversary of the 9th year vacation. Okay? I took a 24-hour trip and called it a vacation. Does that not sound like slavery? Because they keep taking more and more and more of my hard-earned money to give to people who are couch-sitting dust bunnies. Okay? That's it. There are a bunch of folks who are not working that are receiving the slave's salary. And all that a particular side would like to do is have more over here while taxing those of us over here that are working. And they want to tax us because they know that there's something built in us that we don't want to not work. That we will find a way, if it's only to work 10 hours a week, we will find a way to make that 10 hours a week make us $300 a week so we can afford to live on our own, except for suddenly they tax the shit out of us, and now we are currently enslaved forever, because we believe, okay, if we work a little harder, we could make that 300, now 325, so the government can take 20 more of it. I keep wanting to move that over here. So the government can take 20 of it so I can get 5 more of it, thinking I'm making more money, right? Wrong. Okay, it's they have enslaved us, and if we don't teach the generations what being enslaved means, what I know a large number of people back in the day that were enslaved were Black folk. Okay, that would be my great grandfather and his people before him. Okay, also the Irish. That would be my great grandfather and his people ahead of him. Okay, these are people who were enslaved in my life. Okay, the Indians. They were either slaughtered or enslaved. Okay, and their people before them. Do I not sound like I came from a heritage of slavery? And then they fight to get us out, while we have 3 generations right now working really hard to fight to get us back in. The reason that the Second Amendment is so important is to fight against our government. It is not so that we have a right to go hunting. It is a right to keep us free. Okay? Tit for tat. Do you know it is not illegal for me to own a cannon? One of my neighbors does. I'm just saying. Okay? Tit for tat. If the government has it, I can legally own it. Okay? They don't want me owning it because they don't want me going, oh, the Constitution gives me a right to stand up against the tyrannical government. Okay? So they don't want me to, and they want me to. They don't want me to have the freedom to do that. They want me to have a freedom to do that, but I prefer to live up here. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because to me, it doesn't to a whole lot of people, but the whole thing is they want all of us to live within a slavery system. Well, this got me thinking, okay, Lincoln. I am so worried that I'm going to lose all power here in a minute. 39% remaining. Lincoln, I remember growing up and being told Lincoln was a Democrat. Now, I didn't grow up in a white community. Okay, we need to explain this. Yes, I spent a year hanging out with a whole bunch of racists and trying to understand their mind thought and loving them for their goodnesses. Okay, but disliking their racism. Okay, you can love somebody and dislike things about them. Okay, and I spent a year doing so. So my body, my brother is got a black skin. I have a white skin. Okay, he's cuckoo. I think he's still alive. The white skinned brother, he's dead. The Italian skinned brother, he was in a panic when he found out about the white skinned brother. Just such a hot mess. So anyway, it's funny how death seems to make people think they have a right to friggin' call me. So the whole thing is that I can dislike somebody for parts of them, okay? That doesn't stop me from caring about them and loving them and so forth. But my issue is I don't want to go back into slavery. And that Second Amendment is a huge, huge thing when we have a department that one side that wants to keep us in it and then has in my black community been convinced Abraham Lincoln was a Democrat. And I'm like, no, he wasn't. Now, as an adult, I'm like, no, he wasn't. He was not. No. The wording wasn't that he was a Democrat. He was for the democracy, okay? But they were playing word game salads like they play now. Do you see what I'm saying? Democracy does not equal Democrat. We're not in a democracy, we are in a republic, a constitutional republic. How often do you hear those that we employ called politicians, and we need to remember we friggin' employ them, okay? How many times do you hear those we employ call us a democracy? Constantly. I am constantly screaming at monitors or at TVs or whatever, where radios, wherever I'm hearing it. We are not a democracy. Okay? That would be Venezuela. And how's that working for them? Okay? We are a constitutional republic. Do not say democracy, because now you're conning people to join into a party. Okay? Well, maybe you're going to con them by saying a constitutional republic. That's the reason that we had the Constitution. Okay? But I think it was Jackson who came along. I could be wrong. I'm not smart. Okay? That came along and said, oh, but I want to start the Democrat Party. Well, go right ahead. You know, I mean, it's okay. That's cool. We can have two parties, but still be American in it. Okay? Don't try and become global, because global isn't going to work when you have so much hate in your own neighborhood. Okay? We have too much hate in our own neighborhood, and it's being fed to us, not even on a silver spoon anymore. It's not even a plastic spoon anymore. They have gone straight to the paper spork, the paper spork. Does that make sense?
They're just shoving it down our throats.
Of course they are. Of course they are. Of course they are. Because they're taking our money. And like you said, they're giving it away so that I can stay enslaved, because I am trying to work, run my business, keep my nose clean, not do anything. I recently purchased myself a couple of gifts. And in California, I have to go through 2 different background searches because I purchased 2 gifts. Oh, and those background searches have to be 30 days apart from each other, so that I can spend I think it was $67 this time. I can't remember, because, I was like, whatever. So that I can just pay the state of California the background search. Do you think they fucking background searched me? All you have to do is get on YouTube and go,
don't give her a gun.
Yeah, maybe not a good thing. Okay. So Digger's like, hey, Dom, it's nuts. And the sheeple still don't see it. No, they don't. And how did I get here? I don't know. It's not me. I don't know what Dom's saying, but the average person is actually only worried about themselves for today, not long range vision. Why you saw in the opening to think of future generations. Little or no care for the rest of the population unless they think it affects them. There's the problem. They have been taught to think selfishly, right? And that's why we have so many Kens and Karens. Okay, it's becoming a thing. I have 2 phones also, honey, but it's not so much the hotspot that's the problem. The problem is going to be the power. I'm just going to say, at a certain point, I'm going to go try and get the other one and see. And it is very possible that this cord doesn't really want to work with it. And, it's all kinds of fun things. But and I don't want to unplug that one, because that one I also have, in case the hotspot's not working, I have it set up for a USB hardwired from the phone. See, this is a USB wire going into the computer, just in case the hotspot sneezes, because it might sneeze and have to go pee. You never know. And then Dom comes along and asks Digger, and then I ask serious question. If you do not concern yourself with the well-being of others, are you worthy to exist? I can't even ask that. In other words, if you do not care about others, there is no obligation for them to care about you. Exactly. And you know what? I care about others, but nobody really gives a rat's ass about me, and I'm cool with it because that means that I don't have to live by anybody else's rules. I get to live by mine. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I am enslaved by those who I employ because they take my taxpayers' money and give it to themselves and to other governments and to other peoples. So, yeah, it just kind of sucks. I don't need to be sitting here and reading all of these. I'm sorry, because all that's going to do is just kind of, somebody thinks, oh, Cynthia, why would you do that? I am not good medicine. But I'm glad that you're feeling much better. Okay, so here is the thing. I'm going to try to go over to YouTube. I'm going to try and pull up the lovely thing that made me decide to, I don't know, find my soapbox and climb up into it in the middle of town. Okay, because we are in the middle of town, right? We're not even on the outskirts. Haven't you noticed that, I'm not a big channel. I'm never going to be a big channel. About the time I become a big channel, I'll yank it and then start over. And only the true hearts will say, we're sticking with you because you yanked so that you could stay with us. I'm just saying that's about the way that I can see me working things. Okay, I'm over here trying to type on a keyboard that has absolutely zero. Oh, I just realized what I'm hearing outside. One of my neighbors has plugged in their
generator.
Whatchamacallit, their generator. Yeah, I just realized. Oh, and you know what I really need to do is take a look to. Am I signed into me? Yeah, to take a look. SDG and E outage map. Okay, let's just go have fun for a minute, okay? I'm just wanting to see, okay, I'm going to share this because I can. And if I'm annoying somebody, you can let me know and see if that changes my big girl panties into me changing what I'm doing or me just telling you, put your big girl panties on. I don't know. Okay, either way. So I'm going to add to stage right here, at which there's a huge delay in everything that I got going on. Okay, there's just a really huge delay. Why? Because, it's the internet. So here we are, right here. Estimated restoration time is 4:00. So I'm not going to have power for another hour and a half. That's what they're estimating. And all they're doing is assessing the outage to determine the cause. So they don't even know what the cause is, but they're going to try and reroute 1566 of us. See where that's coming from? See where that's coming from? Yeah. Just face it, okay? When I'm done with the stream, the power will come on right away. At which time, I might say, fuck it, and restart the stream and keep going. That would serve them right, wouldn't it? Ooh, please, we might do that. Are you plugging your power pack into the USB-C or are you plugging it into a USB port A? I don't know. It's whatever it is. Okay, I'm not taking the time to read font one size right now. I'm not worried about it. We're trying to do what we're trying to do. It's worked in the past, and it's not a problem. So I don't know, and today it's just saying I don't want to work. So it's okay. I've got 34% remaining. We'll see what happens. I think it's because I've still got it open and it's being a pain in the ass. And again, it's because I think the universe is saying, shut up, Shen. Shut the fuck up. That's what I think's happening. Let me enjoy the fact that I believe I am important enough. See where I'm going with this? That the universe would focus on me enough to go, shut the fuck up. I'm enjoying that thought. I really am. Dom says, why is he still in office? Because we, the people, refuse to throw freedom seeds. Well, I don't think we should have to throw freedom seeds, but I do think that those who are making the big friggin' checks that you and I are paying for need to say, you're not getting any more of our tax money until we have representation, because we do not have representation right now. Until enough people are willing to put their lives on the line, to take their lives off the line, the system will continue. Exactly. Tit for tat. That's the only way the second A works. If the government can have it, you can have it. Yep. And that's what people do not understand. And they keep voting to give that away. Digger, the only rights you have are the ones you're willing to hurt other people to keep. I'm willing to hurt folks. Have you not met me? Democracy is only about voting, and the democracy is not about one person, one vote. Dunbar's number indicates that increasing the size of the tribe will not work. Exactly. Having 350 million people under one tribal leader cannot work. No, the Bible is even written accordingly. Okay, the Bible has the layers and everything. Democracy opens the door to socialism and communism, and that's why these folks want you to believe that we live in a democracy. We don't. We live in a constitutional republic. Everybody on their social media needs to say democracy is not what we are. We are a constitutional republic. Or they just need to say US of A is a constitutional republic. Here's the thing. You can't say the US is a constitutional republic, because I'm really tired of people saying the United States. No. My first question for you is, which United States are you talking about when you say the United States? Which United States are you talking about? Cynthia, do you have a clue? I know I'm putting you on the spot. Huh?
I'm sorry. Could you repeat the question? I was looking at something.
When people say the United States, who are they talking about?
I'm really not sure how to answer that.
Okay, well, let me go ahead and jump right in. It would be really easy. It would depend on whether they're saying it in English or Spanish, because it's either the United States of Mexico or the United States of America. Did you know that?
Yes.
Well, then it would be really easy to know when you pull up to the Border Patrol and they say, where are you from? And you say the United States, they're not going to let you go by, because you haven't answered the question in full. And they're trying to stop the United States of Mexico people from crossing their paths. So they're sitting there saying, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Do you see? They're going to keep asking you questions, because you have to say the United States of America if you are speaking about the United States of where? America. Otherwise, you have just brought in two countries into your conversation. And now you've confused the people in the know. Why do people not know this? Because they're not educated on it. Is it a shame? To me, it is. I'm horribly saddened by it. It's just horribly saddened. So I like to point out to people and have them go, holy crap, I never really thought about it. Yeah, think about it. It's very, very, very important. So Dom's like, Shinny, want me to join the stream and serve your content? No, because that won't work. Thank you, baby. But no, it won't work. It won't. It's not, that's not where the issue is coming from. It's really not. It's really right now, it's me, Dom. By showing the map, you are kind of outing yourself. Did I show a map? Oh yeah, honey, for months I've been telling people well, no, not months, years now. I have been telling people I live in Ramona, California. It's a big enough little town, and I don't get out and about in it very frequently. Oh, look at that, the way I'm sitting and the way the chair is, or whatever this is, of the towel behind me. It looks like I'm all kinds of like hunchback deformed. Same goes same, like Don says, when you say the U.S., right, it's the same goes for the saying America. Do you mean North America or South America? Do you mean the United States of America if you mean North America, or do you mean Canada? I'm sorry, Dig. I had to bring you in while you were gone. But do you see? It's there are. I'm not the one to devil down into the detail. I suck at deviling down into the detail. Dom amazes me for his want to get right down to the molecule that started shit. Okay, it is so aspiring to me, but it does not inspire me because I will never put all that shit in my head. I used to put shit like that in my head years and years ago, and then one day I realized it didn't make a difference in my life to have all that data. So I emptied it out, and now my brain is really empty in there and it rattles around. So here's what I am going to do. Okay, I am going to go ahead and add to the stage. Don't even ask me why. I'm just showing us over there playing. I've got the wrong background going, okay? And not one single person said, Shinny, you are no longer up here on stage. Because when I was sharing, I like to blow up my screen because I don't think you and I are that important. I just don't. I'm sorry. Okay?
I thought you did it on purpose. That's why I didn't say anything.
Well, initially I did do it on purpose, but then when I stopped sharing, I totally meant to put us back up there. Okay? Like, duh. But now I'm gonna go share, and then I realized, oh wait a minute. And so now I not only changed the picture without the folks, I just am now showing the country kitchen. So there. Okay. This is really the country kitchen that I want. This is the one. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start this. It's going to be a start, stop, which Dom, you'll now understand why I was going to be a royal pain in the butt about, because really, do I not sound high strung that when this thing gets me going, that I'm not going to want to like stop it and say, see, constantly, because this is just the thing. So do I have it on? No, I don't have it up there yet. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes,
yeah, you did have it up. There you go.
Why is it black? Because it's black. There we go. Okay, this is the problem with having it on and you not being able to see it. Back in the old days, it was fine. Okay, I'm going to start this. This gentleman that we're yanking from is Illustrate to Educate, and I am saying I am subbed. Okay, I'm thinking based on what I saw from this, and I only watched it for about 3 minutes. Okay, it might go south on me here, folks. But based on what I am seeing on this, I may want to utilize them more often. And I would hope that other people actually do go watch their videos and then say, hey, Shinny, this is a good one to set you off. So here we go.
Have you ever wondered what the difference is between the political parties, Democrats and Republicans?
Just want to say, I even like his voice. Is that not weird? To just go, oh, okay, he has a good voice to listen to in my ears, because these things, that's why I'm always on you about how loud you come in. But you are perfect today, sweetheart. But the whole thing is he has a really good voice. I'm gonna
This video will explain some of the essential differences between the two. Logos. The Democrats represent themselves with the donkey logo, which originated back in 1828 during the presidential campaign of Democrats.
And I just really want you to know that if you put into Bing an ass, a jackass, they really won't like you. It's donkey. Okay? I'm just saying, Democrats, donkey.
Democrat Andrew Jackson. Jackson decided to use this image of a strong-willed animal on his campaign posters. The Republicans are represented by the elephant logo, which originated during the Civil War.
And I'm just saying, elephants don't forget. So my first thought was, why? Is it because the Republicans never wanted to forget that we fought for our freedoms against being enslaved by the king over there, like, 200 and some odd years ago? Oh my God, it's a lot now, 250 something, almost 50 years ago. Is that why the Republicans chose the elephant? We don't know. Let's find out.
The first Republican, Abraham Lincoln, was elected to the White House. The phrase "seeing the elephant" was an expression used by soldiers.
He didn't explain this, but yeah, I knew. And yeah, this is part of using somebody else's stream. You have to stop and have commentary. I'm falling out of my seat, so hold on. Okay, so here is, ow, butt hurts now. That was my butt bone I was sitting on. So here's my thing. And I'm sure that Don will go, well, I already know the answer to that. And I will have to try and hope that I see it, or have you just simply answer me over in Discord, because as soon as the stream goes up, I don't get to see chat anymore. But they used it during the war. The terminology elephant was used in the war. I'm going to back it up just a little bit so that, we can hear it again. Okay, we'll hear quite a bit twice. But my whole thing is, wait, why did they use elephant during the war? What was that code for? What did it mean? Do you see what I'm saying? So, Dom, honey, at a certain point, maybe this evening, after I get power, you can educate my butt.
To the White House, the phrase "seeing the elephant" was an expression used by soldiers in government, in which the government has a more progressive approach to helping citizens of the United States. They are typically more liberal in their views on the rights of citizens.
I want you to get that. Did you get that?
Yep, more liberal.
Does that make total sense? Well, it's not even that they're more liberal. Okay, listen again. Has a more progressive approach to helping, because, Master, you helping me by putting a roof over my head, because my people never had a roof over their head. Okay, do you understand?
I do know.
It pisses me off. It pisses me off. This is my view, and my view seriously came from a lovely gentleman at the gas station in the hood that I lived in, Willie Carroll. Okay. Anyway, it came from him explaining to me never to vote one for too long and the other. He said, you vote 2 Republicans, 1 Democrat. The Republicans are going to come and level the field. The Democrats are going to come and give everything and enslave you. 2 terms for the Republicans, 1 term for the Democrat, to keep the scale balanced. Okay? I'm just saying, this gentleman taught me a lot. And then along comes this guy, and I'm like going, oh, look at how he has the hand out there. Okay, do you see? He has the hand up there. He drew a hand for the people. I'm just saying, I'll be quiet.
Citizens of the United States, they are typically more liberal in their views on the rights of citizens.
Liberal in their rights to citizens. No, they're not. If they were more liberal, they would not want to keep you down. They would not want to turn it into a socialist economy. They would not want to look at every socialist government there is. Again, I'm sitting here without power. Is it because I used too much of my allotment in a short time? That is what liberal is. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm sorry. There are people I know and love so dearly because their hearts are awesome that are Democrats. Okay, but they're in this section of the Democrat. Okay, they're in this section. They're not over here, which is where our political party has gone. Just saying, I'm not looking at any of
The Republican Party, however, pushes for a more limited and less controlling government.
Hey,
They take a more conservative approach.
I think I heard something totally wrong. I'm sorry.
Right.
I think I heard something totally wrong. I need to hear that one more time, because I am a moron and I can't hear and my brain is going, but I think he said less government. I don't remember. Let's see.
Their views on the rights of citizens. The Republican Party, however, pushes for a more limited and less controlling
government? Wait a minute. If I have a less controlling boss, that means that I may just have an employer and not a yes-and boss, right? So maybe my chains will come off. But wait a minute, who was the first Republican? Oh, wait a minute. How could the first Republican president have been Abraham Lincoln when he was the one that said slavery is bad? Okay, granted, he made that as a mistake, and it worked out well for a whole bunch of my people. Okay, it worked out very well. But what I am saying is, so the Republicans believe in it says right there on the screen, a less controlling government. Well, the only people who need to be controlled are the slaves. And the way that the government is controlling me right now is by taking all of my money to give to Biden's best friends, okay? The guy who is like never wearing a suit because he thinks America is a fucking joke, because all he has to do is tell Biden, "I'll out your ass." Well, out his ass. We already know. We don't care. Stop taking our friggin' money. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Oh, and then would you do us a favor? Would you take Kamala Harris over to your country and put her to war? Because she doesn't think borders are important. So let's just put her over there. You can take Pelosi too. I don't have a problem, even though the old bat is a little bit. And take Schumer, because he is Pelosi's main dildo holder. He's a dildo holder, because he ain't getting hard. So I'm just saying, I'm not right in the head today, folks. I maybe I'm a little manic today. I don't have that disorder, but maybe I do now. So I'm just saying, a less controlling government. I like that. They take a more conservative approach to what?
They take a more conservative approach to most rights of citizens.
Wait, I have rights? No, I don't want them. Give them back. Give them back. I don't want any rights. Okay, take my pew-pews. Okay, here. Let me give you my pew-pews. I don't want them. Take them all. Keep them locked up in a safe and shit. Take them all. I don't want any rights. I don't want anybody else to have any rights. Oh, and then when I grow up and realize how fucked everything are, I'm going to want my rights back. It's going to be too late, because not only did they take what I gave them, they take more shit too. I'm just saying, people don't understand that. They overreach. That's their job. It's kind of like going to have your hemorrhoids looked at, and before you know it, the doctor's hand comes out of your mouth. That. Oh God, Bobby, you are so artistic. Figure out a way, please, to draw that picture for me. Okay. I'm just saying. Does that make sense, folks? I know. Tell me I've gone too far off the reservation. Okay. I'm only 3 miles away, but tell me I've gone too far off the reservation.
They promote citizens' individual rights to choose.
I'm not smart enough to choose. Have we not discussed the fact that I'm medium stupid and that I have no right to choose how to wipe my own ass? Okay?
The economy. Democrats push for a progressive taxation on citizens. Since income, the higher their taxes should be.
So then why don't we just go over to the percentage amount so that this part right here can just stop? Okay? I am cool with giving the government, both state and local, a total of 30% of my income. Okay? I'm totally cool with that. It's going to give me enough to live on. It's going to give them, if they do it straight across the board, it's going to give them enough to run our country. And then let's hold them accountable that they cannot give $5 away unless a majority of the republic agree to it. Okay? So, wanting to give Ukraine $5 is going to take a majority of the constituents' approval to do so. Okay? I mean, just what the hell? Let's do it. I'm game for it. Anybody else think maybe that was a good idea? Because, who the fuck is Ukraine? They're not my proctologist. Oh, wait, yes, they are right now. I'm just saying.
A lower income should be taxed less. They believe that everyone.
wait a minute. A lower income. Okay. So define income. Dims, define income. It implies that they are doing some kind of work to receive income. I know somebody that may be even listening that is able to receive installments to live on. She deserves them. But I also know that if you said you have 10 good days a month, we need you to work for us online those 10 good days a month. I bet you $1,000. She can't have it, but I would bet you $1,000. She'd be like, I can do that. I know that I have 10 good days a month. It might be 2 hours here and 2 hours there, but you give me a task, a monthly task, I will be able to get that done for you. So that her income is something that she is proud of. Did she pay into it? Yeah, sure. But in the process of also receiving an income, she can maintain receiving that because the country can afford to maintain providing it to her because she is still able to assist her country in moving forward. Okay? We have these dust bunnies that are sitting there eating bonbons because they can afford it all month long, and they also go out, they do a whole lot of illegal shit to make even more money, right? Because there's no accountability. So yeah, let's go ahead and tax the poor less money, but at the same time, don't just willy-nilly give it to them. Make them an important member of society. Even if it is just 10 hours a month where they need to help make phone calls to somebody for a doctor's office to be, I don't know. I don't have an answer, but I want people to know they're an important member of our society and that they're not just collecting income. And then when they get taxed their income, they get to go, oh yeah, see, I'm still providing. This is a thought just right here. I don't know why it came.
Should have a job that pays enough to raise a family. Republicans support cutting taxes.
Okay, let's back up a moment. They should be able to make enough in their job to support a family. You don't take a job out of high school and support a family. Okay, you don't. So while you're in high school, you should not be making an income to support a family. California, okay, I just became self-employed. One of the reasons I became self-employed is because minimum wage went up and it was only $4 away from what I was making after working in my industry for 47 years. I fought for every raise that I ever got, and now minimum wage was closing into me. When you get a dollar raise in your income, your employer's cost of taxes increase by at least 30%. Then, at least in California, federal and state. And then their cost to do business with their insurance companies increase because they either have to increase their gross receipts or they have to increase their payroll, which is how the insurance company is basing how much they pay. They have to pay more in work comp. See, and I was just talking about the business insurance, but now we're moving over to the work comp, which the work comp is based on the take my premium divided by 100 by every $100 that I make. Okay, so all of a sudden that dollar increase that my employer is forced to pay me, that dollar costs him, see where we're going with this, $1.45. But you think that he's not going to raise his costs to cover that? That he needs to be taking that out of what he lives on or his profits? Okay, great. If they're making that much money in profit, congratulations. If I'm only one employee. But if you're like, I'm going to go to the Walton family in Walmart, okay? If you have hundreds of thousands of employees, okay, and you give each one of them $1 raise, and each one of them cost you $1.30 to $1. You know, in some states it might even be more. I'm just going to kind of use an average of $1.30, right? Do you think that they're going to ever get a profit without raising their prices? No, they have to raise their prices. Yeah, they make good money. You know what? They also can't walk down the street because they got a whole bunch of haters. So, you know, there's some give and take. They have a right to make a profit. But demanding that a high school student make $20 an hour. Oh, wait a minute. California wants to say if you're working at a fast food place, that's $25 an hour. Come on to California, folks. You can make a killing. What do you think? I can't right now at $20 an hour minimum wage. I cannot currently afford to go to, we have Jack in the Box here, and order a number one, which used to be $4 and something cents, but is right now over $12. So that was like an increase overnight. Do you see where this is going? So Economy 101, okay, Democrats, go take the class again. I love the idea, okay, but you and party right now whining about this. A high school student is supposed to be there to learn a skill, to be able to find out that they need their education to go up into the next skill, to keep their education up and to get a trade and to move forward and to go up the ladder, okay? Not to start at the fucking top of the financial ladder and sit there and go, why can't I have a new car? Well, because you know what? You wanted $3,000 an hour, and now a carton of milk, a half a gallon of milk. Half a carton? No. A half a gallon of milk, if you're making $3,000 an hour, a half a gallon of milk is going to cost over $22,000. They can keep raising minimum wage. Do you not think that the products are going to have to increase in even a higher increment? If you don't know that, you need to take Economy 101. I am only medium stupid, and I know that.
I mean, these
my problem.
Kids and people that are getting these jobs don't seem to understand that they're no sooner getting a little more money in their pocket, but the government, the taxes, and the prices and everything are going to go up, and it's basically you're going to probably be getting less into your pocket.
God, so many of them have had to quit because they were losing their government subsidies.
Yes.
Thank you, Democrats, for bending them over and putting them in the ass. Because they were like, oh, we like, thank you for your promise, thank you for the promise. But they didn't take Economy 101 to understand that when they got that raise, their government paycheck was going to stop because now they were making too much to receive that subsidy check. So they're sitting there going, wait, I can't afford to live. And not like that, inflation increased by what? Was it 150 or 200%? I don't know what it was. Way too much in such a short time because Economy 101 was a class that they flunked. But it was a promise that they learned in high school. And so they said it. And then in the state of California, Camelot all over the place, and Newcomb, okay, both were like, and you know, pick a nosy, all decided we can keep getting these people who are coming across illegally to vote for us under other people's names or just to register illegally. It's their thing doing it. but we can go ahead and do that as long as we do this promise. And you know what? Go ahead and keep it because, oh, Newcomb, we want you to become the president of the United States so that this fucked up state where people are shitting on the sidewalks and we won't arrest anybody for anything. Okay? And you can come to this country and kill our citizens. That's how we want Newcomb to run our country. So see, it's a big focus all over the place. You have to start knowing and watching these people, and if you don't, it's pretty sad. You know, I'm medium stupid, and you know, there's going to be people who get to rebut what I have, what my opinion is, and that's fine. Rebut it, okay? I am just saying, oh, listen, but based on my well over 60 years of living, and the people that I consider my people that educated me on these things and told me to watch, I took their advice. I learned, I watched, and here I am. Okay. So it's just kind of sad. This is where we are going along. If I can get my mouth to go where I need it
whenever possible without hurting the overall budget and the nation's debt. Republicans also support free market competition, entrepreneurship, such as starting your own business, and capitalism. They believe that every American deserves the right to own, invest, build, and prosper.
And they do. And it's a shame that they want freedoms and not slavery. That's if okay. The term box annoys the hell out of me because of my family's past. Okay? That just annoys the living hell out of me. So when my employer came at me and she threw a tizzy because she was acting a fool and I would not accept it, and I put her in her place, and she says, I am your boss, and she's just spewing spit all over the place. You do not talk to me that way. And I said, no, master, you're not my boss. You are my employer, and you need to remember that. She turned around and walked into her office. Okay? Then she started working from home. That was the end of me being her employee. And I told her husband, I either buy this place from you or I quit. We worked out an agreement, a plan on how that was going to happen. He thought it was going to take longer. It didn't take longer. And then he started to throw a fit. And I said, this is the deadline. And if you don't do it, I'm done. He said, okay, that's the deadline. We do it. Okay. A year after I did it, because I only bought my part, she bought hers, right? Because we had two different batches of clients. I bought mine. Let her keep hers. We had an agreement that I would help them for 1 year. 1 year. And 30 days later, they sold the other part because she couldn't do it without me helping. Yes, I'm boss. No, you're not my boss. I am a free white woman. Okay? I'm over 21. I am free. I was born free. I'm going to remain free. You are not going to get me to call you boss. I am not anybody's slave, except for apparently the U.S. of America's government slave. So I'm just saying. And then we go into the healthcare. So healthcare. Democrats support more federally funded healthcare. Yeah, they're getting $800 a month for me for my healthcare. And do you know how much I go to the doctor? Once a year. And that bill is $125. So I am spending over $9,000 a year on something that I don't utilize.
Democrats support federally funded healthcare program. Presidency, Barack Obama began the federally funded.
I'm sorry, what?
Is that the Obama forced insurance?
What did you say, Cynthia?
Is that a forced insurance?
That's the California care. That's the California care.
Jeez.
California, you are required to have insurance or you will be assessed a higher tax. They
Okay.
call it a taxation. They don't call it health care. They call it a taxation. The health care is considered a taxation in California. Everybody in California has to buy into it.
That's just ridiculous.
Healthcare program called Obamacare, which ensured all citizens with access,
Not affordable.
also want to ensure that all citizens can pay for their healthcare expenses. Republicans support to keep healthcare private. This means that citizens are given choice on the healthcare provider that they would like to use.
Well, I guess they
Healthcare
do.
providers
The
compete with
choices
each
are
other to
leaving
provide
because they're being
affordable
forced.
healthcare. Military.
Oh, the military.
Democrats strongly believe that the production of nuclear material must stop. They would like to see that nuclear weapons worldwide be safeguarded, stating, "We need to find it, catalog it, and lock it away." They would like to reduce
I would love to.
the essential differences between the two.
Shit.
Democrats also want to
Wait a
ensure
minute.
that
I
all
have to
citizens.
get back to that. Okay.
Democrats strongly believe that the production of nuclear.
Wouldn't it be great if we could find it and lock it away and nobody in the world had it?
We need to find it, catalog it, and lock it away. They would like to reduce the nation's budget on military defense spending.
Really? They couldn't just leave it at the good old thing that we'd like to do away with nuclear shit. They had to go the next step. They would like the defense spending, but oh my God. Seriously? Wait.
They would like to reduce the nation's budget on military defense spending, achieved through worldwide relationship building with other nations.
How is that working for Ukraine and Russia and Iran and Iraq and the Palestinians? And
it's not.
Am I stupid? I know that I'm medium stupid. I'm cool with being there, but this is what the party totally believes in, and it's they want to believe it's already able. They don't want to work at going in that direction over the course of the next 100 years. They want to act as though this belief is already in place. We don't even get along with our own neighbors, okay? We've got Kens and Karens out there who are livid for no known adult grown-up reasons. We've got people who can't agree that pornography maybe doesn't deserve to be in our children's classes. I don't know. I just need to keep going. It's through worldwide relationship building with other nations. Did you see the opening to the Olympics? Huh? I'm just going to say, how's that happening? Going on?
The Republican Party believes that the key is maintaining a strong.
I know where this is going. I'm just going to say, there's going to be a minor rant here in a minute.
Traditional military. They believe that the country should have a strong and comprehensive defense system. Republican views on military are centered around the belief that strengthening the military will build a safer world and a better guarantee for peace.
Do you know why? Do you friggin' know why? Have you ever been in a fight? Have you ever been in a fight? Have you ever? I know I'm not right. I grew up in the hood, okay? I'm just going to say right now, you don't take a quarter to a knife fight. You don't take a bat to a knife fight. You don't take a knife to a gunfight. Have there been any that every other nation out there is saying, we're going to do away with all of this. We just want to fight with cotton balls. Let's just stand up and use cotton balls to guarantee peace for our people. Let's just use cotton balls. I don't want to hurt anybody. We're just going to argue with cotton balls from now on. We're going to use the checkerboard last night, right? That's how countries go to bat, right? Is that we're going to play the best out of 3 wins. That's how this is going to work. That's every other nation, country, individual in the world agrees that's how we're going to do it. Okay? Then we're going to educate our people to be the best at playing that board game. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yes.
Why wouldn't you want the best of the best? Unless you're okay with being, I don't know, from a mediocre location. Have you been in a fight? I mean, seriously? I was 12 the first time I sewed up a knife wound. Okay? And it was not self-inflicted, by the way. This is a rather interesting little disagreement between friends. I am just going to say, I don't get this shit. So, protect my ass. And stop trying to tell me that look, I would be totally cool with going to the front lines and keeping my daughter off of them. Okay? And even though I'm weaker now than I used to be, I'm still stronger than a lot of people that I know. There are a lot of women that would not be able to pull my injured ass off a battlefield. To where with me, oh, you don't want to see this bitch with adrenaline, okay? Because I can pick up cars. I have done it. I'm just saying. You're not going to tell me that some little DEI is going to go out and be in the front battlefield because, the whole equal rights bullshit, okay? They didn't earn being there. They didn't earn it. They are just being put there because DEI regulations, and it's sad. So I'm just saying, no. If I'm going to a gunfight, I'm
Bring a pew pew.
It's not just going to be one, baby. It's not just there's going to be a shitload of clips, okay? And if I can borrow my neighbor's cannon, I'm going to borrow my neighbor's fucking cannon. I'm not insane. We already, one of my neighbors and I, he lives further down and I live further up the hill, okay? It's basically one road here, okay? We already have a set of how to close off our section, right? If insurrection were to come. Does that make sense? You have to already have shit planned. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to sit here and never have any food. And then when shit happens, I'm going to go, oh, well, they closed the grocery store on me. Right? Doesn't make any sense.
Gun control. Democrats support policies that restrict and monitor gun control.
They sure do.
Generally, Democrats oppose the right to carry concealed weapons in public places.
But the political Democrats want to surround themselves around their pew-pew protectors, okay? So a lot of them carry. They just don't want you and I to carry. Why? Because it is against a tyrannical government. Wait a minute. Think about this. They don't want us carrying because we have a right to protect ourselves from a tyrannical government. So in essence, what do they want? They want to be the tyrannical government and take our rights away to be able to stand up against it.
Republicans want
That
to
just
limit
looks
the amount of
wrong.
gun control restrictions.
The hell
They
is he
strongly
flying?
support the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms,
Oh, get
as
it.
well as the right to carry concealed weapons in public places.
Mm.
Marriage.
I don't think it should be concealed. I don't think it should be concealed. Here's the thing. That asshole up on top of a building, right? When everybody was there to support and watch the past president, right? If everybody had a weapon and then they saw him climbing up there, do you think he would have had the balls to do that? I don't. Do you think somebody would have stopped him and he would have stopped? I do. Do you get it? I'm just going to keep believing that if it was open carry, he would not have had the penis that he thought he had. Oh yeah, he's done. He didn't think he was going to be done, or maybe that was his suicide attempt. I don't know. He got self-deleted because he pulled a trigger that he took somebody out because he was a fucking no penis little bastard. Okay. I'm just saying. So going on, oh, look, marriage. I don't care who you marry. You want to have a right to be miserable? Have a right to be miserable. Okay, people who are married are all miserable. I get that. But you know what? When it goes south, as they say 50% of them do, you end up making an attorney a whole lot of money. So we're on the marriage thing. Here we go.
Democrats generally support same-sex marriage, although Democrats remain largely divided on the constitutional amendment to ban same-sex marriage. They strongly support civil unions between a man and a woman. Abortion. Democrats generally support a pro-choice policy which allows women to make their own choice when it comes to abortion. Republicans generally support a pro-life.
I can't say that I have an opinion on this one way or the other. I really can't, and I'm sorry. But you cannot use abortion as a mean of birth control. And what I mean by that is ignorance is bliss the first time, not the second time.
Thank you for saying
the third,
that.
Not the fifth. Okay? So I understand the first one. Holy shit. Wait, what? Okay? But if you took and paid heed to it, right? You are now on birth control. They offer it to you when you have your first abortion. Okay? It makes zero sense that you should be having 8 of those because you were utilizing the medical industry as a birth control. That you want to inflate your own personal ego that you can get preggers. Congratulations. Okay? I am telling you that the first one, great. After that, you were put on birth control until you and your spouse are ready to have children. And then you can come off. Does that make sense?
Yes,
sure.
It does.
Go ahead and argue, well, you're taking away my right to just decide to have children. No, I'm saying that you are going to have to prove that that is your intent and that you are going to keep it and not puss out by aborting it. Because that's not going to happen. Because if you need a second or third abortion, you are going to be paying that child's raising forever. We are going to have you carry that child, and then you are going to go ahead and pay for that child. I'm sorry, multiple abort, no, I don't, I see it too much. I don't, and it's not a race thing like they want you to believe it is. It's not a race thing. I'm just saying it's not a race thing.
That too is a narrative.
It's a narrative, but it's not a fact. I know more white women who have multiple abortions than I do black. And do I know more black women than I do white? Hell yes. I'm sorry if you didn't understand what I was saying earlier. That was where I was. So the fact that I live up on top of the hill was only because that's where I could afford it. Do I like the people I live around right now? Hell no, I don't trust these fucking white people. Ain't nobody hurt me more than white people. They lie more to me than anything. Where a black person says, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? And this is why white people don't like me, because unfortunately I'm fucking honest. I will say what's on my mind, and you're not supposed to. Okay, in the white community, you're not supposed to. Well, too bad. I'm sorry. Okay, and people here, you guys can hate me because I'm owning up to the things about me. But what I'm going to tell you is, I can't help it. It is who I am. But I see more shit in the white community, and then people like to say, yeah, but it's all a racist thing towards black. No, it's not. No, it's not. Black folk be intelligent, and they figure shit out, and they don't want to put themselves into a bind like this. Okay? White people they've been told they are exceptional, and it's not going to keep happening to them. Ooh, you might want to plug in your PC. Yeah, I might want to if I had some battery pack that would work. Yeah. So anyway, let me look. How close are we? Well, I'm at 10% remaining. Okay, so we're gonna. Can I speed? I can speed him up and then play the outro. Maybe I can't.
Did you get your red battery?
No, I did not. I've been over here talking this whole time. No, I did not. Where were we? We were over here at abortion, and we're going to bounce over here to this.
He says I'm promoting alternatives to abortion, such as adoption.
I'm going to let this play for a moment.
Immigration. Democrats do not promote
You know I have an opinion on this,
restrictions.
but
This
I
means
can't
that
do
there are
both.
less restrictions, allowing it for immigrants from other countries to move to the United States. Republicans promote strict immigration restrictions. This means that they support closed or tight borders and a thorough tracking system for foreign travelers. They support monitoring and regulating the amount of immigrants moving to the United States. Although Democrats and Republicans differ on their views and policies, they compromise and work together in the Senate and in Congress to pass laws that help to protect and serve the American people.
Playing. Why? Because we can.
Did you enjoy my video?
Yes, we
Please
did.
like my video
Okay.
and subscribe.
So look at that. We got that done. Okay. We're 2 hours in, and unfortunately, we know that I'm gonna sit over here and just die. I'm just gonna sit over here and die. So what we're going to do is, thank you, honey. I knew you would, Dom. Dom, I love you. I knew that you would do that. So what we're going to do is say thank you if you hung around to listen to my rant and to learn a little bit more about me. So there it is in a nutshell. Cynthia, do you have anything else? Because it's going to end and I want to do the brand, and I don't know where Digger is, because maybe while running the brand, we might just completely go bye-bye. Do you have anything?
Well, I'm still here. I really thank you for everything that you said today, because even the way you say it comes out to be able to understand it. Hey, there's Digger.
I'm here
Digger.
just in case, so you can say your goodbyes properly.
Sounds like a deal. That when I heard you pop in, I'm like, good, she'll be able to end stream. So you're welcome, Cynthia. I have attitude. We all know it. I'm not here to make friends. If the friends I have don't love me as they learn more about me, can't help them. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say, talk to y'all later. Cynthia, we might play later tonight. I don't know. It's too hot. I don't know if I'll have power. And I would love to de-stress. Digger, thank you very much for popping in and letting me know. I'm going to play the outro, and you'll know when to turn it off. Or when to end stream if I end up gone. If not, I love you all, and I will talk to you later. Until then, huggers, buggers.
Out by the river in the land of the free, where we pledge our hearts to the old oak tree. I feel the pride, but I'm trying to understand what's right What's wrong in this divided land? I watch the news, but it don't make sense. Red, blue, and who's behind the fence? I yearn to learn where the truth stands tall in the echoes of history's long, proud hall. I'm standing tall in the land of the brave, searching for answers in the home of the safe. Proud to be American, but I need to know where our roots were planted and where they grow. From pioneer days to the war fields red, brave hearts bled for the paths we tread. Reading the stories that shape this earth, from revolution fire to the struggle's birth. Voices of freedom call out in the night, guiding me closer to that beacon light. What do the parties stand for today? In the land of the free, I'm finding my way. Mountains high and valleys low, dusty trails where our forebears go. Every step in their weathered boots leads me on through our nation's roots. Tall in the land of the brave, searching for answers in the home of the safe. Proud to be American, but I need to know where our roots were planted and where they grow. From pioneers were planted and where they grow. From pioneer days to war fields red, brave hearts bled for the paths we tread. Reading the stories that shaped this earth, from revolution fire to the struggle's birth.